On June 25th of 1956, Pierre Bourdain and his wife Gladys gave birth to a strapping young boy whom they named Anthony. Anthony's father Pierre, whom he would show a close relationship to over the years, was a classical music executive at Columbia Records. His mother, Gladys Bourdain, worked with the New York Times as an editor. However, for a short time after Anthony was born, Bourdain's mother was a housewife. She then went back to editing, and his father had 2 salesman jobs before he landed the job at Columbia Records. Bourdain's ancestry can be traced to such culturally rich parts of Europe such as Austria, Spain, Gibraltar, and the Ukraine. Once he did more digging, his roots also led him to South America, such as Brazil, Uruguay, and Paraguay. Anthony has a very broad lineage, Bourdain has said. Despite the fact his mother's family was Jewish and his father's family were practicing Catholics, religion was not a major cornerstone in their lives. His parents simply tried to teach him right from wrong. His father's parents were French. This gave Bourdain's father exposure to other cultures, as he was taught the French language from an early age as well. Therefore, it enabled Bourdain an opportunity to spend his childhood summers in France. French culture was also a major part of his childhood. Anthony was not the little angel he should have been, as he often would go out and party. The younger Bourdain had an impeccable taste for rock and roll. Most of his friends had rich absentee parents, so all his friends were free to do and go where they pleased. Bourdain, at the age of 10, found himself resenting the stability of his home life. Anthony has said that back then he was a miserable little rebellious child. At first, he aspired to become a cartoonist. He idolized Robert Crumb's work and wanted to be like him, but Bourdain was far too unmotivated to truly put forth the effort. Bourdain's father's work at Columbia Records often meant he was allowed to go to concerts with his parents. His parents would take him to places such as Fillmore East. He has even met Janis Joplin and the Rolling Stones. He was thankful that his parents had an open mind to music, since he had taken a liking to rock and roll. Both his parents were into foreign and indie films. His father thoroughly enjoyed the work of Stanley Kubrick. He also liked The Gong Show and Monty Python. His father was a very passionate man, not overly emotional, but not afraid of his emotions either. Bourdain often spoke of his father as having enjoyment of the simple things of life. He also talks about his father with a loving sentiment, saying his father often treated him like another adult. Pierre enjoyed the simple things in life and encouraged Anthony's cleverness and wit. Bourdain's father had a love for food. To Pierre, it was either great or not worth mentioning. Pierre taught Anthony early on the importance of a dish and the pleasure it could bring to you. He often told Anthony that where you were eating it and with whom you were eating it with is more important. Bourdain has said that was one of the most important lessons his father has ever taught him. Anthony's father often instructed his son to avoid being a snob or passing judgment, which has led him to find his passions traveling the world and trying different things.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.